Finance is a sector that can capitalize on the financial surpluses accumulated by the Persian Gulf States from their oil and gas exports. Finance can also provide intermediation services for domestic and regional markets, as well as diversify revenue sources from interest income, fees, and commissions. The Persian Gulf States have established financial centers that offer a range of banking, insurance, investment, and Islamic finance products. They have also adopted regulatory reforms to enhance transparency, governance, and supervision of their financial systems. Technology is a sector that can foster innovation, productivity, and competitiveness in the Persian Gulf economies. Technology can also enable digital transformation across various sectors such as education, healthcare, e-commerce, and e-government. The Persian Gulf states have invested in developing technology infrastructure such as broadband networks, data centers, and smart cities. They have also supported technology entrepreneurship by creating incubators, accelerators, and venture capital funds. These are some of the ways that the Persian Gulf states have become a hub for billionaires, Beyoncé and Bling, by diversifying their economies with investments in tourism, real estate, finance, and technology. However, economic diversification is not an easy or straightforward process. It faces many opportunities and challenges that require careful planning, implementation, and evaluation. The Persian Gulf states are not only rich in oil, but also in glamour and glitz. In recent years, they have become a hub for billionaires, celebrities, and influencers who are drawn to their luxurious lifestyle, cultural diversity, tax-free incentives, and business opportunities. One of the most popular destinations in the region is Dubai, a city that boasts of skyscrapers, shopping malls, beaches, and nightlife. Dubai attracts sports stars, tech billionaires, and influencers who arrive on more than 30 charter flights a day at its main private jet terminal. Some of the famous names who have visited or lived in Dubai include David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo, Kim Kardashian, Will Smith, and Elon Musk. Dubai is not the only place that offers a lavish lifestyle for the elite. Other Gulf countries such as Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia also have their own attractions and charms. Qatar, for example, is home to the Al Jazeera Media Network, the FIFA World Cup 2022, and the Museum of Islamic Art. Bahrain is known for its Formula One Grand Prix, pearl diving, and cultural festivals. Kuwait has a vibrant art scene, a diverse cuisine, and a strong social media presence. Saudi Arabia, the largest and most conservative country in the region, has recently opened up to tourism and entertainment, hosting concerts by Mariah Carey, Enrique Iglesias, and BTS. The Gulf countries are not only appealing to Western celebrities, but also to regional and local ones. Many influencers from Iran, Turkey, Egypt, and other Middle Eastern countries have found fame and fortune in the Gulf. Some of them are Elnaz Galrak, a beauty influencer from Iran with 6.1 million followers on Instagram; Malaga Jabari, a fashion model from Iran with 4.2 million followers; Khalid Al-Ameri, a motivational speaker from the United Arab Emirates with 3.8 million followers; and Sandos Al-Khaten, a makeup artist from Kuwait with 2.4 million followers. These influencers use their social media platforms to showcase their lifestyle, promote brands and products, and share their opinions on various topics. They have a loyal fan base that admires them and trusts them. They also have a significant impact on the culture, economy, and politics of the Gulf countries. They help shape the image and reputation of the region as a modern, cosmopolitan, and attractive place for visitors and investors. The Persian Gulf states have successfully leveraged their wealth, resources, and influence to create a hub for billionaires, celebrities, and influencers. They have also diversified their economy and society beyond oil and gas. They have become a magnet for global talent, creativity, and innovation. The Persian Gulf states are known for their wealth, glamour, and luxury, but behind the glittering facade lies a darker reality. These countries face serious challenges and criticisms for their human rights record, environmental impact, regional conflicts, and social inequalities. Human rights violations are rampant in the Persian Gulf states, where governments use anti-cybercrime and other criminal laws to stifle online expression and target human rights defenders, journalists, dissidents, and minorities. Torture, harassment, arbitrary detention, executions, and unfair trials are common practices. The abhorrent killing of Jamal Khashoggi in 2018 shone a global spotlight on Saudi Arabia's human rights record at home and in Yemen. In Bahrain, the UAE, and Oman, dozens of dissidents remain behind bars. Iran and Iraq have also cracked down on protesters and activists, using violence and repression. In some cases, human rights defenders have been abducted or killed in cross-border operations. Environmental damage is another major concern in the Persian Gulf states, where oil spills, climate change, waste mismanagement, and overfishing have threatened the unique and diverse ecosystem of the region. The Persian Gulf is a semi-enclosed body of water that is home to many species of marine life, such as turtles, fish, dolphins, and corals. It is also a source of livelihood and food security for many people living along the coast. However, due to the rapid urbanization and industrialization of the region, the Persian Gulf has become polluted and depleted. The 1991 Gulf War oil spill was one of the largest environmental disasters in history, releasing about 11 million barrels of oil into the sea. The spill had devastating effects on the marine life and the coastal habitats. The 2003 Iraq War also caused environmental harm, such as fires, landmines, and depleted uranium contamination. Climate change has exacerbated the situation, causing droughts, heat waves, sandstorms, and wildfires in the region. Regional conflicts and social inequalities are also prevalent in the Persian Gulf states, where political rivalries, sectarian tensions, and economic disparities have fueled violence and instability. The Persian Gulf states have been involved in several wars and disputes with each other and with neighboring countries over territory, resources, influence, and ideology. The most recent example is the ongoing rift between Qatar and Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Bahrain that started in 2017 over Qatar's alleged support for terrorism and ties with Iran. The conflict has created a diplomatic crisis and a humanitarian situation for the people affected by the blockade. The Persian Gulf states have also been accused of meddling in the internal affairs of other countries, such as Yemen, Syria, and Iraq, where they have supported different factions and militias in the civil wars. Social inequalities are also evident in the Persian Gulf states, where there is a wide gap between the rich and the poor, the citizens and the migrants, the men and the women. The Persian Gulf states have some of the highest income inequalities in the world, with a large proportion of their population living in poverty or under oppression. Migrant workers make up a significant part of their workforce, but they face exploitation, abuse, and discrimination by their employers and authorities. Women's rights are also severely restricted in some of these countries, where they face legal discrimination, social stigma, and violence. In conclusion, the Persian Gulf states are not only a hub for billionaires, Beyoncé and Bling. They are also a hotspot for human rights abuses, environmental degradation, regional turmoil, and social injustice. These issues pose serious threats to their security, stability, and sustainability. They also call for urgent action from the international community to hold them accountable and to support their reform.